Hello, everybody. It's Laura here, and I am here with another Sassy Mama Spotlight, where we're going to be doing a chat all about an everyday mum using cloth nappies in their everyday life. And I won't steal her thunder by introducing her. I'll get her to introduce herself and tell us all about her 3 cute kids. Off you go.
Hello, I'm Charly, and I have 3 kids. I've got a 6-year-old, I've got a 4-year-old, and I've got a 5-month-old who we are now doing full-time cloth nappy with.
Wow, that means you've really got your hands full.
Oh yes.
As a mum of 3 myself, I get it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what harebrained idea got you started on the thought that you might use cloth nappies to add to all the rest of the stuff that you've got going on with being a mum of 3 boys?
Yeah. Well, this cloth nappy thing is actually like a love affair that's 6 years in the making. So we attempted it with my firstborn because his daycare used reusable. So that was kind of our kickstart thing. Before then, we didn't even think about it. And then it sort of stopped because it was too hard to juggle. And then the same with a second baby, we didn't even attempt it at all. He was disposable through and through. So with the 3rd baby, we thought, hey, we should try. Also, since then, we've got into we try to be sustainable in the house. We've started composting. We've got all reusable things where we can. So, I know nappies are hard, but they're also highly, highly wasteful, the disposable. So we thought, let's try it. And my sister-in-law is doing it, and I saw how it is, and I looked it up. And it it kind of helped that the designs are so good, and there's heaps of choices there. So we just took the leap and we did it.
So before you got started with the cloth nappy journey, what was it that you were most worried about that made you kind of hesitate in using them in the first place?
Well, there was the cost, obviously. Like, I knew that cloth nappies are cheaper in the long run, but just that initial outlay, it was quite daunting knowing that there's a whole lot of baby things that you need to get as well. But apart from that, it's really the cleaning up, the washing, because I didn't have to do it full time with the first baby. In my head, just thinking about it, it feels like a lot. Like in the laundry, you'd know, with like 2 young kids is already heaps for some reason. Yeah, it just feels like nappies are like such a big mountain to climb, doing the cleaning up and the washing and that. So yeah, I think that was my big hurdle. But once I saw my sister-in-law do it, and it was actually quite a good groove. Yeah, and now it doesn't feel like much added to it at all.
Right. I'm so
Yeah.
pleased because sometimes until you try things, you don't actually really know, do you? So it's about actually
Yeah.
pushing through that and going, well, I'll give it a try and see if it works for
That's right.
us. So
And
at
there's so
the
many.
moment,
Sorry.
are you
Yeah.
using them full time or are you using them part time or, what's your usual cloth nappy day looking like?
We are now full time. We've been full time for probably a month now. So we started 3 months ago, but I didn't want to go full on straight away. So we did disposables for night times. But now we're full time, and it's great.
And you're still smiling. This is a good thing.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it's hard with the weather when it plays up, but most of the time it works out fine.
Yeah. So if you're using them full time, how often are you needing to change the nappies?
It depends on like with Sassy Pants, with just one insert, we can last 3-4 hours with the bamboo one, which is amazing. So we kind of hover around the 2-hour, 3-hour mark that we have to change them,
Yeah.
which results in like 6 nappies a day. I think it is 5 or 6 nappies a day.
Yeah. So at the moment, are you just getting by with just one bamboo booster and that's enough?
Yes.
Or are you needing to
Yes.
put 2 in? Or okay, cool.
No, we're just doing one for now. Yeah, and I think he's a moderate to heavy wetter. I mean, it's hard to, I don't know, in relative to other babies, but it's always saturated. But no, 3 hours is a pretty good limit.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you had them in a disposable, you'd probably do the same, wouldn't you? Of changing about every 3 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. So you've already mentioned that cleaning, you saw your sister-in-law, I think you said, or your sister. Was it your sister-in-law?
Sister-in-law, yeah.
Yeah, your sister-in-law using cloth nappies, and then you were like, hey, this doesn't seem as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
So have you got like a favorite cleaning powder or liquid that you're using at the moment, or something that you're finding that's working incredibly well in terms of cleaning the nappies for you?
Okay, so I've become a laundry geek now. So my background is in science, so I like experimenting and I like knowing why things work the way they do. So before this, we use EcoStore, gentle and all these things. But when we started cloth, I found that there's a lot of stains and it wasn't cleaning as well for me anyway, for my routine. So we switched over to Persil, and it's amazing. It's good. It works really well. And my husband he's a commercial buyer for Countdown, so he used to work with the laundry stuff. And he said that Persil really is really good. And we have proof it's good.
So are you doing like a wash per day, or how often are you washing your nappies? What does it look like?
So every day, first thing in the morning, I do a pre-wash of the nappy that just came off his bum, plus the nappies from the day before. That goes in a pre-wash. And I pile them up for 3 days. So on the third day, I do the pre-wash and then a main wash of all the nappies from the 3 days before.
Fantastic. That's a really good way of doing it, because you don't have like heaps of nappies sitting around then, do you? Like, they're already mostly washed. And I like the idea that you like wash your night nappy straight away, because there'd be heaps of ways in that, wouldn't there? So leaving them kind of hanging around for ages, it is nice if you can kind of get it cleaned sooner.
And what's really surprising is there's no smell at all. Like, there would be wees and poos sitting in the laundry for like a whole day and overnight, and it doesn't smell. So that's really good. I don't know if it's going to change once we go into solids, but for now it's non-smelling. It's good.
Oh, fantastic. So tell me, which one is your favorite Sassy Pants nappy? If you could narrow down to your favorite or favorites, what is bringing you joy at the moment?
Okay, I have a top 3. Will you accept the top 3?
Yes.
I like the 2. I like the 2 fantail ones, and the coffee print with the white background. But I think if you really have to push me for a favorite, it'll be the green fantail nappy. It's gorgeous. I can't wait for summer when their nappies are out and you don't have to cover them.
Yeah, well, you wait till you see the green tuatara that's coming out soon. You're going to love that one. It's really, really nice. We had it in our first collection, and I get harassed every day with people saying, when is the tuatara coming back? So I had to bring it back because of peer pressure, let's be honest.
Yeah. I'm glad they peer pressured you.
I personally really love the hand-drawn nature of it. That's what kind of draws me to it. And I love the fact that we can support Kiwi mums who are artists, and they can draw us pretty things, and then we can enjoy them on our kids' butts, which is great.
Yeah.
I reckon if you're going to have to change nappies every day, it may as well look nice, eh?
Yes. It might as well be enjoyable for us, because we're doing all the work, right? Not them.
Yeah. True. So, lucky last question. There's obviously people who are going to be watching this that have never tried cloth nappies before. So what would be a piece of advice or encouragement that you would love to give them, thinking back to when you 6 years ago, before you kind of started the journey, what would you have loved to have known, or, some advice that would be helpful?
I think this probably not, I think just do it. I think there's a lot of support now out there. And basically every company where you buy a cloth nappy from, they have support groups, and I find them incredibly helpful, because the moms are so supportive, and people like you, Laura, you don't just sell the nappies, you also provide support and encouragement, and it really doesn't even take a lot of adjustment. So just take the leap. There's also groups out there that provide you with free nappies if you want some to try without having to buy them, and that would be an incredible resource as well. But just do it. Like, it's not, I know that it's environmentally friendly, but to me now that's not even the biggest thing. Like, it's just really fun, and you kind of want to take the fun and just run with it. This motherhood sometimes is really exhausting and tiring, so nappies are a good way to cheer up.
I love
just
that.
Take the leap.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. I take no responsibility for your nappy addiction at all.
No, I think you should though.
I spend a lot of my day thinking up and dreaming of how we can make the next collection even better than the one we've had before, because it
Right.
just makes all the difference, I think, when you have something that brings you joy. So thank you
Mm.
so much for taking a time out of what I'm sure is very busy
You're welcome.
your day to come and chat cloth nappies with us.
Mm. I can talk forever about cloth nappies, to be honest.
Have an awesome day.
Thank you. You too.